If there's anything Donald Trump knows how to do, it's sell. And now it's all about selling his new tax plan.
The economy is going to just be absolutely like a rocket. It's going to go up. This is my prediction. This is what I'm good at. This is really my wheelhouse.
But as much as Trump is trying to build up his proposal, where nearly half of Americans would pay no federal income tax, his rivals are urging voters to compare it to the alternatives.
All I caution people is to remember that anything that you propose as a presidential candidate, you have to be able to deliver on. We've had too many empty promises in this country over time.
Under my plan,
Jeb Bush, who released his own tax reform plan several weeks ago, tweeted, "Finally saw Donald's tax plan. Looks familiar. I'm flattered, but he should have stuck with growth and fiscal responsibility." Ben Carson, now running neck and neck with Trump in polls, says Trump's plan to bring money back from overseas is nothing new.
There's over $2 trillion of American money sitting overseas. I've been talking about this for several months. Some people think that you just heard about it this week.
Experts are poring over the details, trying to figure out what his version of simplifying the tax code would mean. One right-leaning group, the Tax Foundation, applauded Trump's effort at tax cuts, but also pushed back on Trump's claim that his plan would not add to the deficit, concluding instead it would increase the federal government's deficit by over $10 trillion. But even that is hard to know for sure, since some specifics of Trump's plan are still unknown, like exactly which tax loopholes he would get rid of. In fact, Rand Paul dismissed Trump's proposal as more of the same.
His plan will continue a lot of the cronyism and a lot of the special interest politics that go into the tax code. Ours would eliminate all of that, and you could file your tax return on one single postcard.
Trump, with typical bravado, is pushing back on critics.
Under my plan, that money will be able to flow back into the country. We're going to be reducing corporate taxes. Jobs will be created. The economy is going to expand tremendously like it hasn't since Reagan, but probably even before that.
And it's not just on policy that Trump is firing back at his fellow candidates who say that they don't like his plan. It is also happening on a personal level. He tweeted today that Rand Paul is going to drop out of the presidential race. And Senator Paul himself said to you that that's not true. He said it's sort of silly season any time that he opens his mouth.